Hey folks, I thought I'd just do this little video to talk to you about the Flat Earth Psyop. Welcome 2016, by the way. And basically, I think it is a Psyop, and I should have really made some notes to write it down, I suppose, but I'm going to tell you why I think it's a Psyop. First reason is the Illuminati playing cards. I don't know much about them, but I know that there's various clue things in there of dates and twin towers and blah de blah. And I know there's a card in there that says flat earthers, and then it says in italics, they know something. You know, since when did the powers that be actually say anything blatant? Never. You know, they never do. Everything's always hidden. And for them to put something like that blatantly, I think it's a blatant, what we used to call years ago, a red herring. Point one. Point two. If that is a red herring planted there, I know that they can go back and plant things all to coincide at the right time. You know, with the Titanic supposedly being sunk, well, it was, I believe, a sister ship called the Olympic, which they wanted to sink instead of the Titanic, so they swapped the nameplates because the Olympic was a wreck of a ship, and they dumped that in the sea, and it all went horribly wrong. Not many people would probably know that. And that all tied in with the Olympics that were in 2012 and the Queen's Diamond Jubilee thing, whatever it was, 60 years, whatever. You know, these things must have been planned from a long time ago to come into fruition at certain points. And if you look at other things in those cards, you know, the fact that they've got like the twin towers of the planes and blah de blah. What else is there? There's the couple of journalists that some people say is Alex Jones and various other people maybe in there. I've never really studied them. They're probably the only ones I've ever seen. But basically the point is, supposing that is a trick put in there, let's get them all believing the flat earth theory. Because I'll tell you why, it's dangerous, because it makes all truthers look stupid. Apart from the, you know, the fact that I don't think there's any cells in our bodies that are sort of little cells cut in half. Everything is round. Everything is round, you know, that we see, it's round. Anyway, that aside, we don't know how big the Earth is, what the circumference is, and flight paths and all that. Maybe they just do have to fly that way. Maybe because if you start going this way with the curve of the Earth, maybe you get there too fast. Maybe if you're going against the curve, I don't know, I'm not a scientist. Who of us is a scientist? But the point is, surely somebody by now would have come up against the end of it or seen something. It's ridiculous. I think the thing is, I mean, when I first heard about it, I just thought, well, that's ridiculous, and wrote it off. And then I actually bumped into someone that I know here, and we were talking about it, and he said, actually, he'd watched these videos, there was something in it. And I thought, is there? And then part of you actually wants to think, bloody hell, we're onto something here. You know, we want to think that, right, we're going to find this out. We want to believe in something, you know, that we can say, yeah, look, the Earth's flat, they've lied to us. We want that, you know, because we've got to admit that we do want that. We want to come out with something that we can all say, yeah, there you go, you bastards, look, that's what it is. But actually, I think on this occasion, it's not actually the truth. And nobody's sure it's the truth. Even if in 100%, well, 99.9% to 1 chance that it was the truth, maybe it is the truth. But the fact is, if nobody can prove it's the truth, nobody actually has. Nobody's actually bumped up against the edge and looked over the edge. There are maps of Antarctica, and, you know, ancient maps of Antarctica. You know, it's just not right. Anyway, just not to waffle on too much, the point is that this is why it's dangerous, because if you can write all flat earthers off as being bloody stupid people that believe the Earth's flat, then it discredits the things that we do need to tell people about that actually are true, that they need to know. And I'm just going to give you one little example at the end of this video. The other day I was talking to this chap who's a really nice friend of my daughter's, my oldest daughter, and anyway, he's a clever chap, he's not stupid, and he's actually a pilot now, and he's really nice, so he's lovely. And anyway, he thinks a lot of my stuff, you know, is crazy, like orbs maybe, and fake planes. But I was talking to him the other day, because I saw him at this gig somewhere, and I was telling him about the crisis actors, and I could tell he was actually thinking, actually, really? And he was beginning to believe it. Now, he's a pilot. And he's not stupid. And if I turned around to him, and what if he's seen more pictures of us that the Earth is round? What if he knows? And even if it's going to be ingrained in him 100% that the Earth is round. And if I'd have then said something like, oh, and by the way, the Earth's flat, at that point you've lost credibility. And I think that's why it's a shame, because I think there's a lot of people who have kind of got sucked into this flat Earth thing and proclaim it as a fact when we don't actually know. And I think it could detract from a lot of valuable insights that these other people have had. So that's why I think it's dangerous, and I think it's a psyop, and that's my opinion. So anyway, apart from that, all the best for 2016 then. Thank you. Bye.